Hi, I'm Carl Taylor, and in this video, I want to set up a cover page for my Squarespace website. So what is a cover page? Well, a cover page is like a slideshow or an introduction into your website or your portfolio. And in my case, I want an example of some of my preferred favorite images to come in as a slideshow before you even go into the website. Now, not only can you do this with images, you can also do this with a video. You can have a video running as your cover page before you go into the main part of your website. Now, let me show you why I want to do this. If I go to my website as it is currently, there's my homepage. It is basically just one of my galleries. It's the first gallery in the menu there, the objects gallery, which has got all my sort of objects photography, which is great. But the problem is, I'd actually like people that come to my website for the very first time to see a little bit more stuff, or maybe see it full scale. So with a cover page, I'm going to set up some of my fashion images, some of my object images, and mix it up a bit. And I'm also going to show you how to put a video in there as well. Now, I've not done this before, so I don't know how long it's going to take or how quick it will be. So first thing I need to do is to log into my Squarespace website, into the admin section, to get in there to make these modifications. So I'm going to keep that website open as a reference. I'm going to create a new window, and let's go to squarespace.com. There's Squarespace's homepage. Click login. There, it's remembered my email, so I just got to put my password in. Log in. This should take me into the configuration section of my Squarespace. There's my Squarespace site, as you can see. But down here on the left, you can see there's these extra menus which allow me to configure and set up my Squarespace site as I like. So I'm going to go to Pages, and there's my main navigation here. Those are those main menu options here. Secondary navigation here. That's all that lot there that I set up. And then down here, Not Linked. Now, I know that a cover page, I don't want it to be linked as such, so I'm going to say add a not linked page. Here, look, I can choose my options. I'm going to choose cover page. Cover page, new cover page is what I want. And then it brings up this new menu. And the first thing I need to do is to get some images in there. So I'm going to add media. And it says upload images or video. We'll come to the video after. So I've got 8 images that I want to use on my cover page. I've got 8 that I've prepared here. I'm going to drag them in there, just drop them in there and let them load in. And there you go. You can see the images have now loaded in. So you can see the slideshow's already started playing as well. But it says here, carrot and kale coming soon, freshly pressed juices and nutritious snacks. Well, obviously I'm not selling nutritious snacks. So I need to get rid of that and change it for the design that I would like on that cover page. So I'm just going to save that on the media section. So I say save, go back. And then we want to look at branding and text or action. Now, actually, I want the action to take me to my objects page. So I'm going to choose navigation here, and then I'm going to choose my name. I'm going to type in navigation on my name, Carl Taylor, which is what I want it to say on the website. It's just put Carl Taylor in there, small as you can see. And I'm going to put and paste in the navigation where I want it to go. I want it to go to my objects section there. I could do that actually, or I can do this instead, where I can say content, and I can choose objects there because it's just drawing from my own website. So that's where I want it to go. So I'm going to save that. So here's my name, which is too small, which I want to enlarge, but I want to get rid of all that other stuff first. So let's go back to the branding and text options here. And we can see carrot and kale. Let's get rid of that. Headline, I don't want a headline, get rid of that. I don't want any body text. I just actually want my name. So there's my name, but I want to change that now to a larger size. So now I'm going to go back to Style, and I could have done that by clicking on it. And now I can click on it and it'll isolate the style part of the menu that's linked to that name. So I click, there we go, clicked it, shows the font. So it's a Futura PT font style medium at the moment. And we can mess around with the font size. So I'm going to make that font a little bit bigger. Kind of drag that font size up to around about there. Happy with it in white because that stands out the best. We could change the spacing between the letters if we want to. We can make it look a little bit cooler, a little bit more interesting, but I'm just going to wait for the slides to run through to see how that looks, or whether I like it, or whether I preferred it with the letters closer together. I think that's a little bit too widely spaced apart there. I just need it to get back to that whiskey bottle to see how it sits with the label of the whiskey bottle. I'm thinking that that's probably a little bit too intrusive. So let's take that back down so it doesn't cover over the whiskey bottle. I'm going to stick with that for the time being. I can always change it later anyway once I see what it looks like. Let's look at the font. We've got Futura PT. Let's try Freight Sans, slightly more solid. Helvetica, even more solid. So I can choose from all these different fonts, and you can see a preview of the font. You can see what it's going to look like. You can choose, obviously, ones that, you know, I definitely don't want to use that sort of style. Let's just go back to that Futura PT at the moment. Now it's gone to a thinner font there. I'm just going to say, look, it's gone to light now. So I'm going to just try a couple of the other options. Book as the thickness, medium as the thickness, and then even heavy as the thickness. So you can modify this. I think I'm probably going to go with medium, or maybe let's just try book. No, let's go with medium because it's got to overpower the images. So we say medium, and I say save. And save on there, and then go back. One other thing to point out here is the display social icons. Now you can see down the bottom here, you've got my Facebook and Instagram feeds there. And if I turn that off, that turns them off if you don't want the social icons. But actually, I think it looks quite cool. So I'm going to leave my Facebook and Instagram links there and hit save. And now this should be my homepage. So if I go back to my main website, click the link. No, it hasn't been set as my homepage yet, so that's fine. Let's go back into here. Go back. I'm going to configure the cover page by going into the settings and go down the settings on the right hand side here. Set as homepage, confirm. There we go. That should have done it. I'm going to go back to my main window here. And there we go. That is now my home page. And I should be able to navigate into the website by clicking that. It's got a lovely fading of the name as you roll the mouse over it. Got lovely big images in a slideshow format. And also resizes for different devices. Look at that, resizes the images beautifully. Keeps the slideshow running. So really, really happy with that as an entry page into my website. Click it. Should go back into my objects menu. Now, what about video? We can also add video in there. So let's just show you how we do that as well. Go back to the Squarespace configuration. We go back into media, and here we've got the option for video. So if I go to video, I can choose a particular video URL. Now it's just got a default one in there that Squarespace have set up, but I've got plenty of videos on YouTube that I can choose from. So I'm going to open a new window, go to YouTube, and I'm going to choose, I'm going to look for Carl Taylor H6 video is one that we made recently. Here we are. I'm going to let's just pause that. I'm going to get the share thing, get the code for the video URL link, copy that. Then I'm going to go back to my Squarespace and I'm going to paste this link instead in there. There we go. And I'm going to say save and back. Now, hopefully, if I go back to my website, click my website homepage, and yes, I now have that video running as the cover page of my website, which is absolutely amazing because what it means is I could create or edit a new video, and that video could be an overview of my work, it could be me doing some shoots on location, cutting to some of my favorite images, or I could get our video guy, or I could do it myself to edit a video with a slideshow of my favorite images, zooming in on them, different effects, plus some scenes from some of our shoots, and cut a shorter video together to go in as the cover page for my website. Because this video here I've just pulled up on YouTube is 10 minutes long, so this is not the ideal video for my cover page. But what it does do really well is, look at that, it's pulled in the YouTube video, resizes it, allows it to do whatever we want here, and it's still got my link by just clicking to get me into the website. So that really is amazing. Let me just go back to my Squarespace configuration. Go back into media, I'm going to change that to images, and I'm going to choose those images instead and say save. So now it's discounted the video link and it's gone back to the images, the slideshow that I'd selected, which is how I'm going to leave it at the moment. So that's how you set up a cover page with your Squarespace website. Very easy, great way to show off your work as an initial entry into your website. In the next video that I produce about my Squarespace website, I want to change some of the navigation, I want to condense it, I want to create an overview page, and I'm going to be looking at how I set those things up. So hopefully you found that useful, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks very much.